Humans, without a doubt the smartest animal on Earth. Yet we're unmistakably tied to our ape origins. Millions of years ago, we were apes living ape lives in Africa. So how did we get from that to this? What happened? What set us on the path to humanity? The questions are huge, but at last, there are answers. More than 6 million years ago, we took that first step to separate from the apes.
We see the launching of the career that ultimately led to Homo sapiens.
And 3 million years ago, we see the roots of our big brain begin to take hold in a tiny creature, more like a chimp than a human.
The frontier of human evolution is really being brought to this razor-sharp edge.
And we now know that for millions of years, many different human-like species lived together on the planet, until one day, there was only us. Homo sapiens, the most complex, adaptable animal on Earth. So how did we get this way, and why? A radical new theory reveals how episodes of cataclysmic change forced our ancestors to adapt or die.
I think we should actually look to our proud ancestry and how we evolved in East Africa and say, that's how we survived that, we can survive the future.
So get ready for a ride through millions of years of our history. It's the story of becoming human, our story, right now on Nova. Millions of years ago, on the plains of Africa, a momentous event took place. Apes that had walked on 4 legs stood up and walked on 2. Eventually, this change in posture would be followed by a change in their brains. Somehow, over time, they would become us. We know it happened, but we've never known when or why. Until now. In the Sahara Desert, a 6-million-year-old fossil called Toumai may hold the secret of how we first walked upright.
We are writing the first chapter of human evolution. We are very close to the beginning, very close.
And the fossilized bones of a child from 3.5 million years ago hint to us about the beginnings of human thought. We're discovering how many different human species lived on Earth at the same time, and why all but one died out. We, Homo sapiens, are the first ever to be alone. So what powered our evolution? Why did we become human? Scientists are scouring the most remote parts of Africa for clues. The search for answers begins here, in the Afar, northeastern Ethiopia. It's part of the Great Rift Valley, a deep cut in the earth where geologic forces are ripping Africa apart. Millions of years of history are brought to the surface in layers of exposed rock. It's hot and desolate. Dangerous, too. Ancient rivalries and modern weapons have turned the Afar into a no-man's land of simmering conflict. But Zerai Alemzaghet has made this forbidding place his life's work. He's searching for the fossilized traces of our earliest human ancestors, The fossil bones of animals like antelopes, elephants, and pigs are abundant. But the fossils of our ancestors are extremely rare. Then, in a stroke of luck, Zerai makes the find of a lifetime. A find that illuminates our origins in a unique way.
On that afternoon, we decided to survey this hillside. And the first thing that was spotted was a cheekbone of the face.
It was a face so tiny, it had to be a baby. But not a baby chimp. He could tell that from its shape. The skull was embedded in sandstone, but as Zerai turned it over, he could see more bones inside.
Everything was squashed against the base of the skull and completely covered by sandstone block.
Clues to the age of the fossil came from a distinctive feature in the landscape. White bands of volcanic ash.
And that is the volcanic ash dated to 3.4 million years ago.
If the volcanic ash is 3.4 million years old, Zerai's fossil, which was lying just above it, must be younger. It was a child from the dawn of human evolution, about 3.3 million years ago.